my last video, I talked about that I did not plan to go to Dollar Tree until I felt safer, and this is April 2020 if you're looking in the future, if you're watching this in the future. But instead I would come up with a new series, and I'm going to call it Inspiration. And I showed you some of the little drawings, the fashion drawings that, again, most of my ideas come out of my brain, but sometimes I need a little extra inspiration, so of course I go to Pinterest, and I try not to go to other people's doll clothes, but I just don't think that's fair to inadvertently copy one of their outfits, so I do my own thing, and I look at children or adult clothes, people clothes. Of course, I like these little drawings. I like to see people put together current styles. I like the capsule wardrobes. Here's another capsule wardrobe. I definitely am going to do something like that. Here's accessory. I had a double major in college, and one of them was art, a BA in art. And I do know that color wheel, but it's nice to have it available. I like to draw on fabric. I'll be doing some of that for you. Let's see. Oh, here's vintage type things. That looks like, what, the 50s? And I've got to do that. That is so cute. Paper dolls. My granddaughters love the prairie look. Here's a little tea party outfit. Got to do that one. And some more of the little drawings. Here's some more real people things. I will be using my pattern bundle that's located in my Etsy shop. It has all of these patterns in one package. This one's for the 18-inch doll, and then I have another package that has the 14.5-inch Welly Wisher or Heart for Heart doll clothes. I keep my dolls and the fabric for my dolls in a small closet in our house, and this is how I store the dolls. It's a little shoe hanger. I have one of those carts. I keep my ribbon and paints. I have all of these bins are for the fat quarters and the remnants. I have a place, I did color code them. The little hanging thing is my trims. The crates are used for my recycled clothes. I like to go ahead and deconstruct them and put them, color code them. I use these suitcases for extra fabric, and I also have different sized dolls. And I use the tubs for miscellaneous things, such as the socks that I use. You'll notice I don't store yardage. If I'm going to make people clothes, I go and buy the amount of fabric that I need, along with the matching thread and trims. I'm going to make 3 or 4 outfits from this group of drawings. This is the person who drew them. I love little scrappy outfits. Look at that. This one, I love the boho look. So it's time for me to get busy. I'm going to start with this one. I love it so. I'll probably even make that fish and even the fishing pole. But you don't have to get exact matches, but these came pretty close. That's going to be the boots. And look at that, that's pretty close. And it even used to be a shirt that I cannot wear, and it's not really, I don't know that it's in style anymore. And then, of course, this came off of a recycled shirt. So that's pretty close. I'll be using that pattern, the shorts pattern, and the boots, and I'll make them tall as hers are, up close to the knee. So all of these are included in the pattern bundle. You know that part that's on the sleeve, about right there, in Anyway, I'm going to use that part as my 2 pockets. And I don't know, I might use that as the back, I might not. The key to ease on how to sew these little shorts is to do everything before you sew the inseam. You can do the top stitching, and you can hem it, and then when it's time to finish it, all you have to do is sew this and the shorts are done. This video will give you lots of details on how to make the shorts. My shirt already had the shirring at the bottom, so I'm going to incorporate that into the shirt, the top for the doll. So it'll have this little stretch at the bottom. I was going to use that pattern, but I changed my mind since it has the shirring at the bottom, and I'm going to use the basic top. Rather than video this for the 20th time, I have several videos on how to make the doll top, the basic top, and this one is probably the best with the most details. It's part 1, capsule wardrobe for American Girl doll. And I'll show you a few details. I turned this over twice. I turned it twice and then hemmed it. That's the sleeve. And for the binding on the neckline, I cut a strip of fabric, no precise measurements, and I folded it. And I put right sides together, or I put it on the right side of the fabric. I also cut an opening in the back so it would go over the doll's head. I did not open it all the way down. It's maybe 2 inches. And then I will put another strip of fabric on the other side. The fishing pole and the felt fish were just photo props, but I'll show you a few details on the shirt. This is what the collar and neckline, this is how it turned out. I used elastic for the closure. I've shown you that you do not have to use elastic with my shorts and pants pattern. It just fits. Now it's a little bit loose here, but that doesn't bother me. And I forgot I was going to make these boots longer, so just for the picture, I just stuck a little strip in there. So, what do you think? It's pretty close, and you don't have to copy it exactly. Colors, if you want to put the picture in black and white and just get a sense of what patterns to use, you can do that. I wanted to do at least 2 outfits in this video, part 1, and this is the one I'm going to do next. The fabric I found, this was a recycled skirt, this was a scarf, this was a fat quarter, that was a remnant, that's a remnant from an outfit I made for the kids, and this seemed to have a little bit more pink on it, so I'll either sew on flowers or just paint some onto this fabric. I used the pants pattern to make the capris, and I used the video capsule wardrobe pants capri shorts American Girl doll video for the video instructions. I made a casing at the hemline, and I used a ponytail tie as my elastic and used the middle part to string it through the casing. For the top, I used this pattern because I want it sleeveless, and I made it a little bit longer, and it looks like that. and I want to line it. So I also wanted a slope on it, so I made that little triangle that I've shown you in other videos. And then I put it on right sides together and sewed around the neckline and down the front. This is going to be my front. I decided to sew on the flowers rather than paint. And I just did this little blanket stitch around it. And I have a ribbon that'll hold it together. You could put Velcro on it too. For the shoe, I have this foam that I bought several projects ago, and I'm going to use the grosgrain ribbon. And what I did was stack, and I'll probably put a heel on it. I'll show you that when I finish. And then I'm leaving the top one off so that I can stick the ribbon underneath this top layer and then glue it. Then I'm going to use the beads that I bought several projects ago and just sew it on to the ribbon that will go vertical on her foot. So I've got a ribbon that's going to go this way and a vertical ribbon, and that's where the beads will go. Well, mine's a little bit of wonky going on here, but if you slow down with your cutting, you can get it much smoother. This is what it looks like with the beads sewn on, and I will wrap this around, making sure I can get the shoe on and off, and that will go around her ankle. And I can make it, I could Velcro it. That might be the easiest thing to do. Okay, let's take a look, see if I came close. Headband looks pretty good. The little shirt, I got pretty close on that one. Flowers make it look cute. I sewed the pockets on, and it looks like she has some kind of little beads on hers. I know it's not real clear. Let me lighten it. Okay, some kind of little beads. I didn't have that birdhouse, but I did make the purse. So, not too bad. The next video is part 2 of the Inspiration series. Thank you for watching.